All right. Well, if you don't know, well, you still might not know, but now here's a little clue. If you caught my goof vlog, my previous one, where we went Pokemon hunting, man, oh man, what an adventure! This is not going to be about Pokemon or anything like that. This is going to be actually, I'm just going to tell some funny stories here in a second. She had original Pokemon cards, and she was told that they were Caboose, Capas, Capiso, Goodbye, Gaban, Gaban, Gaban. Good, they were gone. And recently she found out that actually her brother did have all of her Pokemon cards nice and safe and ready for whenever she wants them, which which enlightened or excited or whatever you want to call it, a need to go out and buy more Pokemon cards. And wow, I didn't think I was gonna have so much fun, but boy, have I been having way too much fun. We have been going all out. If you saw my goof vlog over there, we've been going out and just having so much fun. However, I do want to say I didn't really like make fun of them, but I did kind of start a little war between Walmart and Target, which again, I didn't really do that either. But I did kind of say like I prefer Target over Walmart, which I kind of do cuz I mean, let's just be real here for a moment. I mean, I don't know why Walmart has all the Pokemon cards, but they seem to have all the Pokemon cards. If you're looking for Pokemon cards and you haven't been to a Walmart, that's probably where you need to be, unfortunately. Sorry, Walmart. I don't mean to, it's not you, okay? You didn't do anything wrong. It's just, there's just an atmosphere. I don't know how to describe it. You can just tell, like, I don't know. One, you walk in there and there's just too much stuff, okay? I mean, you walk into Target and there's too much stuff, but the people seem, I don't know, there's more, it's more friendly, it's more welcoming. I feel like things are a little bit more organized too. Every time I've walked into a Walmart, I'm just like, where am I? And how and where is where do I even go? They're huge. Why is every Walmart I've been to is like the size of a small city? It's like every time I need to find something, I got to take a canoe. I don't understand this. Maybe it's just because I've been to Target way too many times and that's what I'm familiar with, so I kind of know like where to go. But even Targets, they don't seem that big until I went to a super center. I don't know if that's Target's way of trying to ante up to what Walmart's doing because I don't think there's a Walmart super centers. There probably is. I mean, these buildings are huge. You want to go for a walk? Just go to a Target or a Walmart. Oh my goodness, you get your 10,000 steps, and I'll tell you what, you also will need. I think that's why there's so much stuff in Walmart and Target. It's because, well, maybe just Walmart, because there's aisles and aisles and aisles. It says by the time you find your way back out of there, you will have need to have bought all the things, right? Like, well, as you walk around, it's like kind of set up to be like, all right, first start walking after 20 minutes. You're like, all right, now I'm starting to get a little hungry because it's like, where am I? Oh, well, lo and behold, you're in the snack aisle. So you grab a snack and maybe a drink. You could keep walking around. And you're like, oh my goodness, like I just what? It looks like the exit's over there, maybe. So you start heading in that direction. And that's when you get lost in something exciting. For me, it would be like either like the TVs or like gaming stuff, compute like any technology. I go, oh, and that's how they get you. Now you're stuck in there for a little bit while. So you grab a few other things off the shelf, and you're like, all right, I got to get out of here. And then you see like a little light peering through. Oh, look, that must be the entrance. And so you go, and you're like, what is this river doing here? All right, well, luckily there's a kayaks back on aisle like 212. So you go and get a kayak, and you got to get the kayak and go across the river, and oh my goodness, and it's never ending because you get to the other side of the river, and you're like, all right, there's the light, I'm gonna start heading towards it, and you're sort of like dipping down into a canyon. I don't know. So but we've been traveling to all these Targets and Walmarts, like going back and forth here, and it's just been it's incredible. Oh, okay. The other thing that I want to talk about too is like, I don't know, because I like all trading card games, it's like the new Bitcoin for some reason. Like everybody is buying this shit like stuff like hotcakes. Like everybody's buying this stuff like hotcakes. Man, I miss hotcakes. No, I don't. But they're buying it up like hotcakes. I mean, they're just every aisle you go to, it's just cleaned out. Like the moment something hits the shelves, it's already disappeared. It's like they're sleeping in there waiting for this stuff. In fact, I saw one employee have to take a picture. Like she was like, "Oh, could you guys move away? I got to take a picture of all this stuff before you buy everything." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, why? Because they think you're taking it?" Like I was like, "Well, this is crazy." And in some cases, like I saw one sign that was like they just removed the sporting carts. They were like, "Oh, due to the like concerns of the guests or whatever, we've just removed. You can't buy them here." And I was like, "What? What?" What is that? Like, are people fist fighting like in these stores? Like, is this like the chicken sandwich from that store all over again? By the way, I have no idea if that was a real thing. I just remembered, were people fighting over chicken sandwiches? And if so, like, why? Was there something special? I heard there was. People did tell me that they were good, but I heard people were physically okay. But you're in there. Oh yeah, so you're in there and they just removed the cards, and you're like, oh okay, for the sporting cards, and just in this one store that I went to, and but now they start, and I guess due to that and due to the increasing, maybe it's just because it's starting to become like the holiday season and everybody's shopping or whatever. I don't know what's happening, but now they're starting to put it like behind like the shelves. Like it's now they like removed it from like the toy aisles, like and things like that, and they've either put it up front, and in most cases it's like locked in like the aisle, like where all the like other stuff is. And so you got to go up and like ask somebody like, oh hey, can I look at like the Pokemon cards? And you're like, why can't I just pick it off the shelf and buy it? Like no, it's because we're gonna get into a fight. Okay, so. Okay, we've been having to like go up to these counters, and look, I gotta tell you, I'm just saying. Here's my 2 cents on the matter. I get it. Your employees there. Sometimes either you draw like the short end of the stick or whatever. But the increase in popularity in sporting cards and things like that, the person who's got to run this aisle is going to be running all over the place. Like, and the people that they're putting behind in this aisle is just, I'm worried. Okay. I don't know if it's just like I'm worried for these people that like they're putting behind the counter to like be in charge of like get like doing the cards because you know and look, I'm not saying like on a customer service side like we should all just be nice, right? Like if you're you kind of like I get like because it's too crazy and like you with the signs that only two per customer and this, that, and the other thing. Like, I'm not trying, that guy just, or person is just working there, just trying to make their money and get out of there. Like, I'm not going to like ruin their day by trying to ask them a bunch of questions and, yell at them for why I can only buy two. If I can only buy two, I can only buy two. But I'm not even talking about that. The people that are behind these counters, like, they're not equipped to handle like what's going on. Okay. So I'll give you an example. First person we meet, he wasn't enthused, but I figured, okay, he's got it. So it was like a kid working behind the counter. He knew exactly what to grab. I was like, oh, could you grab? And I try to be as descriptive as possible, try to point. I can't see very well. So luckily I have my girlfriend and she kind of like pinpoints, okay, we want that specific thing that says that. And, he was like, oh, he played some sort of trading card game. So he kind of knew, okay, let's get this, blah, 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 bang, bang, bada, boom. We thought perfect. If it goes like this is easy. I don't mind asking or things like that. And this was quick. I don't want to waste anybody else's time behind me, right? Because usually this stuff, like they got to walk like a couple feet, go get the item, come back to the register, do the whole thing, right? It's already like a transaction that's going to take longer than if I already had it in my hand. I said, here, ring this up. I don't want to like, waste the time, the people behind me time. So we try to be as quickly as possible. But so then we go to the next store. And I don't know what, like it was behind the counter, but the person's register that we went to was on the opposite side. So she had to walk around her station and then around the counter, grab the stuff and come all the way back. And we walked up, we didn't like, all we asked was if they had them. We said, oh, do you guys have Pokemon cards? And she goes, "Oh yeah, yeah." The look on her face was not again, because she knew that she was gonna have to trek all the way over there and then all the way back. And at first I was like, "Oh, I'll just go look at them right before I like buy anything." But she had already started making the trek, and she made the trek, grabbed it, and on her way back, she started losing breath halfway through, and nothing, like no fault like to her or to anything. Like she was an elderly person. Like again, I'm not trying to discredit or anything like that. I'm just giving you like the facts of the situation. She had already looked tired, and she did not look like she was enjoying making the second leg back. And so I just bought whatever she brought back because I did not want to risk her having to walk back behind that counter. No, thank you. And I felt, okay, one off, it happens, whatever. Again, she's trying to live her life. She worked, she did perfect, right? I can't complain. I'm not complaining about her. I just feel bad that I made her work for it. And so then we go to the second store, and again, and again, it's the same, it was the same setup. Like she had to walk like 5 feet, same kind of situation as the first person. And but this time she was trying to be overly enthused. She had no idea what I was talking about. I tried to be a descriptive point, and she just was knocking things over. And oh look, no, there's more designs. You want to look at this? I'm like, no, not just, just that and that. Like, please. And she just kept knocking things off the counter and picking things up and putting them down and picking things up and putting back down. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna hurt one of you if this keeps happening to me. Like this can't keep happening to me." So then we go to the third store. And in the third store, I mean, I might have to give up on Pokemon card hunting if this is the way things keep going, because I can't go through this again. So on the third one, I walk up, and it's the same situation as the last two. And, I go, "Yeah." I go, "Yeah, can we go? Can I just want these two boxes," right? It was like, it was like two boxes. And so she went over to the counter, and, or she walked over and tried to pick them up. And man, I thought she was going to keel over just picking them up. And I can't help because it's the guard. I can't like, because I don't want her to think like I'm trying to attack her or something like that. Like, "Oh, let me have," and then, because I'm not allowed to cross that line because it's supposed to be that like secret, area or whatever. So I'm just like, "Oh my god, no, please." And so she's got like, and she's like leaning to one side and like holding like the boxes kind of like this. And she kind of like comes back like, and she kind of like stands up and turns. And as she turns, I see that she has like an oxygen tank underneath her arm, squeezing against her side. And I'm like, "No, come on, like you didn't." I didn't see it. Like if I would have known, I wouldn't have asked for, I would have not bought anything. I don't want you to go through, like I get she's right. And look, she did it and she put in the effort and everything went fine. Again, I just felt bad that I made her work that hard for it, because I just felt bad. Because, you saw the, and then we get back, we pay for it, and we walk outside. I look at my girlfriend, I go, "Oh, I can't, we're gonna hurt one of these people." And she goes, What are you talking about?" I go, "Did you not see that she had like a tank on her?" She goes, "My good, she had a tank. Why didn't you ask her to put those boxes back down?" I was like, I tried, but she was trying so hard and I didn't know." And the lady behind me, I don't know if she was, but I did kind of get the feeling that she was like, "Oh my goodness, these two are so cruel to this lady." And I was like, I just wanted to ask for the thing. Like you could have asked for, no. Okay. So, N and B all over here is like, look, I get it. You have who you have and whatever, but maybe you put somebody who, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna, I don't want to tell anybody how to do anything, but that's just like, I can't buy another product if that's what I have to run into. I don't want to do this to these people. Like, this is just, it's not worth it to me. Like, as much as I want it, like, come on. Like, my goodness, I'm going to hurt somebody just asking for, it's asking for some cards over here.